We're good to go.
LaTice.
Yes.
How you doing? You're on the Robinson
I'm
Show.
doing well. How are you?
Good, good. Good. You're from Marlton, New Jersey?
I am.
Nice. Have you lived there your whole life?
South Jersey for the most part, all my life. Been bounced around a little bit, Sicklerville, Lindenwold, all that stuff.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
Just hit 9 years in January.
Wow. Has it changed?
Oh, wait. Let me back that up. 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
Has it changed at all in those years that you've done it, or?
It has to some degree, but I mean, you know, the formula is still the same.
Yeah.
Just get up and be funny.
we had just had somebody wander in with a pair of pants.
Really?
Oh,
Nice.
we had comedian Dave Hodge on. He's got to get out of here, but he left his keys, he said.
Oh, no. Well, he'll be back.
See you, Dave.
See you later.
Later, Dave.
Later, brother.
Later, bro.
Oh. What, LaTice, like, Dave just said, love you, LaTice. He said he was.
Oh, I love you, too.
He said he said he's a big fan of yours.
Really? Oh, yeah, Dave. I know Dave.
He's already gone, but yeah, he just said love you on the way out. I saw you toured with David Brenner, correct?
I did. We got to do 4 shows over at the Valley Forge Casino.
That's cool.
Up in King of Prussia,
Wow.
Pennsylvania.
How was it working with
amazing.
him?
It was amazing, and we didn't realize how sick he was. And, you know, we did that New Year's Eve of, I want to say, what was that, 2013. So, yeah, we did December 27th all the way up to New Year's Eve, big New Year's Eve show there. And then, I guess, 2014, he ended up passing away, like, in March.
Yeah.
And it was devastating.
So he was sick at the time. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I mean, you could tell obviously he was older, but I didn't realize that he was sick. Like, he would walk with a cane, right? And then as soon as he hit that stage, he was like in his glory. He was not using a cane. He was like still the same.
Oh,
like,
wow.
And it was just amazing to watch.
Yeah.
So, it was quite devastating when that happened.
Yeah.
Almost like being.
I still have saved voicemails on my phone that I will never erase because just to hear his voice and him trying to reach me, it was so funny because we were trying to get all this together and we kept missing each other. And the voicemails are hilarious. I'm like, every now and then I'll just go into my voicemail and just listen to him. He's like, LaTice, it's Dave again. And I'm like, oh man, I miss him.
Do you ever play them on your radio show?
You know what? I could. I was thinking about how can I transfer these. I'll see if I can record them onto something else and then just play them occasionally. Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. What I saw, like, besides that, you've been on Dr. Oz, you've been on The View. You have something on Funny or Die. What are you most proud of?
So we're like right in the middle of this kind of this little series that we started. It was supposed to only be one like sketch.
Yeah.
And it's called For Starters. And Jamil B, who I'm in with, he wrote the first one. And then we were like, we can keep doing this. So we did like a part 2. And part 3 is actually being edited now, and he should be putting it up, and we've already written the script for number 4.
Cool.
So it's like we're keeping this going. But yeah, I decided to, I don't know, I had this crazy idea, like, let's put it up on Funny or Die and see what happens. So, you know, it was pretty well received, and, you know, we're just trying to share it as much as possible and have just people watch it because it's just so funny.
What's that called again?
It's called For Starters.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one, we're in like this restaurant on a date, and it turns terribly wrong. And then the second one is basically the continuation of me coming back from that horrible date. But he's already home, like relaxing, like he left me there. And it's really crazy.
Nice. What are you most proud of out of what you've done? I'm happy and I'm proud about a lot of things, but probably The View was probably one of the best days so far. That's cool.
Only because everyone was so supportive, and my like everything was going off. Like my phone was getting all these notifications. So of course it's live. It was only 90 seconds, and everybody was, waiting, and it was literally at the end of the show. And they got me a car. They came and picked me up down in Marlton, drove me into the city, dropped me back home. But during that ride home, I'm getting all these messages. I'm reading like all the people who like tagged me and said, "Oh, I'm watching LaTice on the field. Oh, this is awesome." I'm reading all the messages. I'm like sobbing like a punk ass. I'm like, I'm such a sap. Like I get all emotional and shit. Like so I'm like reading all this stuff. But I had an amazing meeting. I met everyone, but Whoopi Goldberg actually came out. I rode back up after the show ended. I was riding back up in the elevator with Sherry Shepherd and Mario Cantone and Frank Senapadre, who actually writes for Joy Behar on The View occasionally.
Wow.
And and they were just saying how great it went. Oh, you were fantastic. I was like, thank you so much. This is like, still like I was kind of in a dream state still.
Yeah.
But we get to the second floor and the doors open, and Whoopi comes out of the control room after watching me. And she grabbed my arm and was like, "Girl, you are funny." I was like,
wow.
Thank you. And then she's actually trying to like recite one of my jokes back to me. And she was like, "That is really funny." And then so people were taking pictures, and I got some great shots of us like in the middle of the conversation. And she invited me back to her dressing room, and we talked. She just wanted to see where I was. Now, when The View happened, I was only like 3 years in. So it was like nothing I had ever experienced before, doing a live show like that. Like, you either sink or you swim.
Yeah.
It's like,
Holy
shit.
cow.
Like, you can't go back and say, let me do that over. So it was one of those moments in time that, that's probably been the most spectacular so far for me.
That's awesome. Mario Cantone is amazing. Mario Cantone
I know.
is so funny.
He's so funny.
I remember him as a kid on Steam Pipe Alley, and I remember my father just hated it.
I didn't even know. I saw a clip of that. I was like, no way. Yeah,
it was on like whatever the UPN was back then. I don't even WWOR. WWOR it was, and he had the Steam Pipe Alley show.
Right?
But yes.
What was it?
Yes.
It was like the public channels back then. They all had.
Right.
It's like whatever the UPN is now.
Okay.
Right. We actually had to turn the dial, or we had to go to UHF.
Wow.
And Mario Cantone had this kids show called what was it? Steam Pipe Alley.
Steam Pipe Alley.
And my father hated it. My father just like forbid me from watching it, and I just watched it every chance I got.
That's amazing.
And he's gay. He's openly gay, but I don't even think my dad, he probably hated it for that, but he also hated it because it was a Thanksgiving episode, and he was bowling with frozen turkeys, and he was just mad that he was wasting food. My father was mad that he was wasting food.
Oh, my God.
Robbie, you better not waste food like that.
You better not be a food waster like that, Roberts.
How dare you? How dare you? There are so
I want to
many
catch
people
you
in
bowling
China.
with turkeys.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
but everyone was so sweet, and they were so nice. And,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's crazy.
What?
Thank you.
No problem. That's very cool. What is your favorite place to perform?
Wait, did you say place? I'm sorry. I'm
Like venue.
outside.
Yeah, like
I would probably say right now, probably Gotham.
Wow.
and I mean, I would love to do. I've never. Well, let me take that back. I did do a guest spot at Caroline's, but one of my goals, obviously, is to be booked there.
Nice,
and,
yeah.
So that's one of my, what I like to call my Mount Everest. And I'm going to climb that mountain and actually be booked. But I got to do a guest spot one time. I just came to a show, and they were like, yeah, you want to get up? I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you're not going to turn that down. And so it was fun. But Gotham is one of my favorite places. That room, when that room is filled, it's electric. It's like, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And I did, I don't know if you've seen the show Comedy Juice. Russ Gooten used to host it and like book it for a little while, and yeah, I got to host actually once on my birthday, and it was amazing.
Wow, that's cool.
So that was fun.
Yeah, Caroline's is a great room. I saw Jim Jeffries there. Jim Jeffries, it was just amazing.
Nice, nice. You know what? I saw Tracy Morgan like when he came back, like after he came back.
Wow.
It was nuts. When I tell you, that place was filled like to the rafters.
I love
If they
Tracy.
had rafters, they would have been filled because it was crazy how many people were in there.
Wow, that's super fucking cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What your show? What is it called again?
Funny Bits?
Funny Bits, yes. And
Yeah,
how long
Funny
have
Bits
you
radio show.
How long have you been doing that for?
You know what? We're coming up on a year. It's only been a year. It'll be a year June 2nd.
I thought, I figured it was longer. I listened to a couple episodes. They're really funny. And I was going to ask
you.
No problem. What do you guys broadcast on?
WildfireRadio.com.
Okay.
So you can, but you know, I love posting. Like I always post a link. We're also on iTunes, so you can just go and search for Funny Bits Radio Show and it'll pop up.
Yeah, that's where I listened.
Huh?
That's where I listened on it on iTunes.
Did you really?
Yeah, I checked it out on there. Who are your co-hosts?
My co-host is Carl Rogers. He's another comedian that I've known for probably close to, I want to say 6 years. We've known each other. So yeah, originally I had another female with me, Aisha, but she moved to California. She was from Jersey. And she's doing big things out in California now. So I was like, all right, fly, be free, leave me. and so I asked Carl if he wanted to do it, and he's just like the biggest ham in the world. So he was like, yeah. It's just it's so much fun just to do, you know, it's a Thursday night, you know, and it's just an hour. It goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And we just have fun. So we talk about whatever's happening, and, you know, we throw in some crazy stuff. But I love bringing in other comedians. And we have this segment now that I like to call Road Stories. And they can tell, like, any wild, you know, traveling stories, different cities, and just talk about just the ridiculousness that they see on the road.
Yes. That's why I had one of my questions for you was, what is the craziest thing you've ever seen performing?
The craziest thing? That while I was performing or just, like, in general, like, in comedy?
Either or both.
I think that's so crazy. I don't know if I can actually remember the crazy. I would say I'm really trying to search my mind. That's a good question. And I'm like, there's so many things, you know, there's so many things that happen. You kind of like, you become a little immune to it. And you're just like, all right, this is comedy. Like this is what we're doing. Okay,
this is the business.
So it kind of runs together. But I think probably, I remember I went to Rochester, New York for a show. It was like a whole weekend, and they had us. We even did like a radio interview, and they had us, you know, free room and everything, free food, all that stuff for the weekend. And after the first night, it was a good crowd, but it wasn't like really, really full. So like we really got to know everyone in the audience, so to speak. So it was like they became like our best friends. But by the end of the night, I had this lesbian couple that just would not leave me alone. Like, and I was like, you did hear my set, right?
Yeah.
Because
you talk about your husband.
Joke, right.
Yes.
I have this joke about doing a threesome, but it's not with two chicks and my husband. It's with me and two other guys.
Two other guys.
So,
yeah.
And I'm like, I was like, you did hear my set, right? They were like, ha, like laughing it off. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, this is not the threesome I was talking about.
Did they have strap-ons?
Look, we didn't get that far. Look, I shut it down. I was like, look, I like y'all and everything.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to go back to my hotel room by myself. And y'all have a great night. But yeah, they were a little persistent.
So they didn't introduce themselves with like one holding two dildos in their hands?
Or like, yeah, like one of the rubber fists.
Right? Oh, God.
Oh,
It was wild. So I think that was one of the crazies. Like,
yeah.
And they just they wouldn't leave me alone. They were just like, "Are you sure? Like, you can come and stay with us." I'm like, "No."
Because this is an option. Yeah, they were like, yeah, this could go down, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, go ahead, take one for the team with me. They're like, God, no.
Oh shit! I was gonna ask you about that. I heard you say, you know, you're in an interracial marriage. I was gonna ask, do you use a lot from your marriage in your act?
I do, but not all of it is like, you know, black and white. It's just like, you know, dumb husband stuff.
Yes, that's basically all
it is. And that's relatable.
Just dumb guy. Yeah.
Like, oh, you have a dumb husband too? Okay. Yeah.
I'm a dumb ex-husband. Yeah, you know, it happens. It fucking happens.
Yes, sir.
What has been one of your favorite like shows that you've done on Funny Bits? Like, what has been one of your favorite either moments or like shows?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one of my favorites is definitely anytime Keith Purnell comes in. He's a comedian out of Delaware, and he's actually been one of my mentors for the last, you know, 5, 6, 7 years that he's known me doing stand-up. And he is probably one of the craziest and funniest dudes to just sit and talk with. So it's like anytime he's around, like, just crazy shit starts happening. So I would say anytime Keith Purnell comes in,
nice.
It's a mess. It's a mess. But like, it's a good mess.
Like a good, yeah.
Yeah. It's nuts.
That's great. That's awesome.
I love you guys. You like sound like you're just like high and like in a room. Like I want to see where you are. Like it just seems like there would be smoke filled.
Just alcohol. Lots of alcohol.
A lot of alcohol. And
alcohol.
Yeah, I used all that. I used all the green up.
Our intern, he enjoys the greeneries. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so funny.
You got to get an intern. They're the best. He still hasn't. He hasn't brought me my coffee.
About this. I need to get one.
But they're hard to control. He hasn't brought me my coffee, LaTice, from like a half an hour ago.
LaTice, I'm falling asleep on the mic, and this dude hasn't gotten the hint. Like, oh, maybe I should get him a coffee.
Like
maybe I should give him a reach out.
Because they're interns.
I was just captivated by the interview. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys.
Fetch me a coffee, intern.
You guys are funny. Too much.
We're talking about crazy shenanigans, and
he does. Yeah. He does the craziest shenanigans for us. What
I gotta have y'all call in or something. One of these days. Call in.
That would be awesome.
To the show.
Yes. What do you have coming up, LaTice? Do you have any big shows coming up?
Yeah, I do. I have Saturday it's a private fundraiser that I do every year. This is like the 4th year that I've organized this, and it's so easy because it's basically a built-in show. They just love anyone I bring. They're like, yes, and like it's just a fun night. So it always sells out. They give us food, drinks, whatever we want, and we just have a good time. And they raise money for their Elks Lodge. But, the 23rd, I'm actually going to be in Montclair at this place called Tierney's Tavern. It's going to be a fun show. It's early. It's like 7 or 7:30. But and then I'm going to L.A. I'm excited.
Wow.
I'm going out to L.A. Yeah, I'll be out there from the 25th to the 30th for the Comics Rock convention. It's run by Hope Flood, who's a comedian from out in L.A. She's been doing it for probably close to 30 years now. And, she brings in all the big wigs, Mike Epps and Lunell and Kim Whitley is going to come through. It's going to be a lot. Marsha Warfield.
Wow.
So last year I finally went for the first time, and it was amazing because not only did we showcase at LA clubs, but they have workshops throughout the day. Like they bring in attorneys to show you like the business side of your comedies, to take care of the, you know, to help you really, because you're an independent contractor, so to speak, but it's your business. So you have to learn, you know, they teach you about contracts and all this other good stuff. They have writing workshops. They bring in playwrights and whatever's going on, you know. So it's very educational, but it's all about networking and, you know, meeting new people and just making those connects. So,
nice.
You know, I take that opportunity whenever I can. But, yeah, so this is the 6th year, and like I said, this will be my 2nd year going out, so I'm excited. I'm a little worried, though.
Why is that?
I booked my flight on United before the whole Dr. Dow thing.
The doctor and the scorpion.
I'm like, oh, shit.
They had a
And
scorpion
all
attack.
All this was going on the news, right? And I turned to my husband. I'm like, babe, did I book on United? And he's like, I think you did. I was like, shit.
Yeah. Scorpions and beatdown.
Yeah, they had a scorpion just drop down on some dude from the overhead.
Right.
Mm.
I said, look,
Fuck
I said,
that place.
babe, I'm gonna be posting on social media. If anything goes down, you know I'll be tweeting about it. He was like, I know you will. My camera will be running. Like, You're like, don't touch me. I'll sue.
Yeah, that doctor hit the lucky lottery though. That guy's gonna make a lot.
Yo, but he got beat down.
I would take that. I would take that
couldn't believe
beating.
it.
I would take that beating for that lawsuit.
I'd take the scorpion too.
I would take a
Y'all
scorpion to
crazy.
the ball bag.
Poisonous
and-
scorpion.
Y'all crazy.
While getting beats by
Po-
the air marshal.
Poison scorpion right in the shaft.
Right. He lost 2 teeth, and all he could hear is cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh, LaTice,
So
has anyone?
crazy,
I
yeah.
wanted to ask: has anyone ever mispronounced your name coming out on
yes.
stage?
I hate that. That's one of my pet peeves. It's so crazy because I don't know if you've seen it, but the way it's spelled, I always do the capital T.
Yes.
Just so people can kind of have an idea, but they still mess it up. So I get lattice.
Yes, I was
get
going to ask
lettuce.
if you got that.
And by the way, lattice is the double T.
Lattice
and that's
is like
that wood
fence.
Yeah.
It's that stupid fence with like
Yes,
holes
yes.
in it, like with
Yeah,
squares
Oh
in it.
man, I
The
hate that.
crisscross
Oh, my God.
wood.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
That's my line of work. That's a complete that shit's a complete inconvenience.
You don't like the lattice?
It fucking pisses me off. God, I fucking hate
I
it.
hate it.
I was going to
hate
ask
it.
if you ever got caught lattice.
But you know what? I used to hate it more when I was younger because it was just embarrassing. And in school, a substitute teacher would come in and they wouldn't know me. So then, of course, I knew they were going to mispronounce it.
Yeah.
But I grew into my name. Now I'm like, yes. So I'm proud. Like, I love my name now, but it was hard as a kid. And then still people mess it up. But I'm quicker to correct someone, too, because I'm like, look, get it right. Like, I'm LaTice. And I make it real easy. Like, that's the only name I use on stage. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, just think of me as Beyonce or Cher, you know, Madonna. I'm LaTice. And that's it. Let's make it real easy.
That's great. LaTice, thank you so much for
Yeah.
talking to us. You're fucking
Oh, my God.
you're
Thanks
great.
for having me.
No
you guys
problem.
Are fun.
You too. Where can everybody find you?
Oh, go to LaTiceComedy.com, and that has all my shows, anything you want to see. All the information is there. How to book me, you can go on there. But yeah, LATICE comedy.com, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under the same, so you can
Awesome.
find me anywhere.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good
Have
one.
a great one.
You too. Bye.
Take care.
Take my coffee now, Pete.